all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to use the box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiler boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Play action. Here's Smith. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week. Another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone. And those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early. Great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Quick, yellow. Ready?
A first carry for the rookie from LSU, Ty Davis-Price. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's
The
go.
first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Backfield flat. Hut, hut.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go, ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them the ball game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Forced out to his left. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running left, Davis Price. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. But not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This take it in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
The Lance going to throw. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, they get you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On 1st down, Lance.
Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Red, yellow.
Throwing now is Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Yellow blue. Blue black.
Bring a receiver in motion right.
Ready.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
18, right here.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's going to take this feet.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
Someone zoom past that number there. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Smith, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On play action, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 51 yards. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
With as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try to add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fake it. Now Smith. He's got a man. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play action. It's Smith. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Smith now to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how it... Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw in the Super Bowl a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now play fake. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 49 yards. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
18 Rattler. Go.
Gino now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
50 Bobcat. 79 Broncos.
From the 50, it's Smith. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Ridge, Mustang 19. Come 19.
Throwing now is Gino. He'll get this out wide to Penny. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, it's Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
You've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. He almost outkicked the coverage. A 57-yard punt, 15 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ultra. Go ultra. Strike. Check. Strike.
Lance now on 1st down. That's complete out left to Aiyuk. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Smash, smash, check, smash. Hey, hold still. Okay.
To throw, it's Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Blaster. Red cycle. Hut, hut.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Sack down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there.
Ready.
The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now for the 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
that's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Set, hut. Hurry, hurry.
Desperation time here. Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. From the gun, it's Lance. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw. And that one is caught. So they convert here and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking at the 15, a short kick.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
70, alert! Alert!
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Smith now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Running right through. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Black ultra.
Here's Lance. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Mitchell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Here we go.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
3 jack. 6, 7. Set.
Lance back to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
Down.
the two-point conversion is good, and we may be on our way to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Okay, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Ready, set. 60 average, 60 average.
Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man complete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced a deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going on their direction right now.
Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Shot, 17.
They run over center with Mitchell. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Hey, check mega. Gone red. Hey,
they'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Lance with a first throw in overtime. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On the left side, Walker. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 62 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On the jump.
Back to Walker on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.